Ali.
Yes, hi. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. There was some problem with my computer, but it's okay now. Thank you so much for waiting. Yes, anyway, how are you?
I'm good today. Uh,
You're good today, yeah? Yeah, what
we
did
are
you do today? Yes?
we are a bit busy today. My husband gonna get back my hometown with
Mm.
children, but I didn't go with him. Mm.
Oh, okay, I see. All right. Are you very busy this weekend that you were not able to go home to your hometown?
Just a little bit. Um, there are some policies. They are change their job, so we have to take care of the job as well.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, sometimes we can get very busy with our jobs. All right. Well, thank you for telling me about it. And have you had dinner already?
Yes, today we are eating outside. We eat noodle food with beef.
Mm-hmm. Ah, okay. So you ate out with your husband before he went home?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Well, that sounds wonderful. And yes, are you ready for our lesson tonight?
yes,
Yes.
ready.
Okay. That sounds great. So here, let me share my screen with you. Just a moment, please. All right. So heroes, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it clearly.
Okay, that's great. So here, please listen and repeat. UN says extreme heat is now the new normal.
UN says extreme heat is the new normal.
Yes, all right. Thank you. So this time, let's listen to the audio and read along, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, all right.
UN says extreme heat is the new normal.
Can you hear the audio clearly?
This is
Okay.
breakingnewsenglish.com. The United Nations Weather Agency has warned that extreme temperatures are the new normal. Scientists say climate change is making heat waves longer, hotter, and more frequent. Many countries have been experiencing record hot weather in the past week. In parts of the USA and China, the mercury went over 50 degrees Celsius or 122 degrees Fahrenheit. In Death Valley, California, it was 53.9 degrees Celsius. And in Xinjiang, China, it got up to 52.2 degrees Celsius. In Spain and Italy, the temperature rose to 46 degrees Celsius. Many European countries and Japan have issued heat alerts. They advised people to stay in the shade and drink plenty of water. The UN Weather Agency has warned Europe's heat wave could continue for another month. A spokesperson for the United Nations warned of the need to cut greenhouse gas emissions. He said, extreme weather is increasing in frequency in our warming climate. It is having a major impact on human health and water supplies. He added, we have to step up efforts to help society adapt to what is unfortunately becoming the new normal. The European Travel Commission said the extreme heat is making holidaymakers change their travel plans. People who used to holiday in Spain, Italy, and Greece are choosing to go to cooler countries instead. A woman who wanted to escape the heat by going to Rome complained that the Italian capital was hotter than her hometown in Texas. This is Teresa Pekorski reporting from Conroe, Texas, in the United States.
All right. Thank you so much for listening. And this time, let's read the article together, okay? Yes. All right. Let's read the title again. UN says extreme heat is the new normal.
UN says extreme heat is the new normal.
Mhm. The United Nations Weather Agency has warned that extreme temperatures are the new normal.
The United Nations Weather Agency has warned that extreme temperatures are the new normal.
Mhm. Scientists say climate change is making heat waves longer, hotter, and more frequent.
Scientists say climate change is making heat waves longer, hotter, and more frequent.
Yes, many countries have been experiencing record hot weather in the past week.
Many countries have been experiencing record hot weather in the past week.
Mhm. In parts of the USA and China, the mercury went over 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degree Fahrenheit.
In parts of the USA and China, the mercury went over 50 Celsius
Degree?
to degree and 122
Degree?
degree.
Yes, Fahrenheit. Yes, it's okay. So that small circle that is floating is what we call degree, and C is what we call Celsius, and
Celsius.
F is what we call Fahrenheit.
Very nice.
Yes. Are you familiar with these words?
Not much.
Hmm. Yeah, all right, I understand. Because these are, yeah, technical terms as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's continue. That's all right. In Death Valley, California, it was 53.9 degrees Celsius, and in Xinjiang, China, it got up to 52.2 degrees Celsius.
In Death Valley, California, it was 53.9 degrees Celsius, and in Xinjiang, China, it got up to 52.2 degrees Celsius.
Mhm. Yes, in Spain and Italy, the temperature rose to 46 degrees Celsius.
In Spain and Italy, the temperature rose to 46 Celsius.
Mhm. Many European countries and Japan have issued heat alerts.
Many European countries and Japan have issued heat alerts.
Mhm. They advise people to stay in the shade and drink plenty of water.
They advise people to stay in the shade and drink plenty of water.
Mhm. The UN Weather Agency has warned Europe's heat wave could continue for another month.
The UN Weather Agency has warned Europe, Europe's heat wave could continue for another month.
Mhm. A spokesperson for the United Nations warned of the need to cut greenhouse gas emissions.
A spokesperson for the United Nations warned of the need to cut greenhouse gas emissions.
Mhm. He said extreme weather is increasing in frequency in our warming climate.
He said extreme weather is increasing in frequency in our warming climate.
Mhm. It is having a major impact on human health and water supplies.
It is having a major impact on human health and water supplies.
Mhm. He added, we have to step up efforts to help society adapt to what is unfortunately becoming the new normal.
He added, we have to step up efforts to help society adapt to what is unfortunately become the new normal.
Mhm. The European Travel Commission said the extreme heat is making holidaymakers change their travel plans.
The European Travel Commission said the extreme heat is making holidaymakers change their travel plans.
Mhm. People who used to holiday in Spain, Italy, and Greece are choosing to go to cooler countries instead.
People who used to holiday in Spain, Italy, and Greece are choosing to go to cooler countries instead.
Mhm. A woman who wanted to escape the heat by going to Rome complained that the Italian capital was hotter than her hometown in Texas.
A woman who wanted to escape the heat by going to Rome complained that the Italian capital was hotter than her hometown in Texas.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for reading well. And do you have any questions about the article?
I have one word in
hmm
the top.
Yes.
Yeah, it is like um, the mercury. That's the
Ah, okay. Mercury. All right. So here, hold on. Let me show you a picture of a thermometer. Okay. Can you see the picture I sent you in the chat box?
let me see.
Yes. All right. So that is a thermometer. Do you see the red thing going up? The red
Yes.
thing, yeah, that red thing is what we call the mercury. Yeah, so the mercury is what we use to measure temperature. It goes up if it's hot and it goes down if it's cold. So the red thing in the middle of the thermometer is what we call a mercury. Okay? Yeah. Anything else?
That's all.
That's all. Okay. All right then. So here, let's review some words. Please listen and repeat. United Nations.
United Nations.
Extreme temperatures.
Extreme temperatures.
Heat waves.
Heat waves.
Mercury.
Mercury.
Heat.
Heat.
The shade.
The shade.
Mhm. Greenhouse gas.
Greenhouse gas.
One more. Greenhouse gas.
Greenhouse gas.
Yes, that's better. Climate.
Climate.
Health.
Health.
Society.
Society.
Normal.
Normal.
Holiday makers.
Holiday makers.
Travel plans.
Travel plans.
Yes, okay,
Excuse
that was
me,
good.
what does this mean by heat waves?
Ah, okay. So heat waves are very hot weather suddenly coming to a country. Like, for example, rain. Yeah, so sometimes rain is very strong and then gone, like that, right? Heat waves are like that. It's very hot and then it's gone. And then it's very hot again and then gone. Those are heat waves, like rain, but hot instead of rain. Yeah. Do you think there are heat waves in Vietnam?
Yeah, we have heat waves and have some time.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah, like for
very
example,
hot weather.
yes, that's right. So heat waves are like today in the morning it's not very hot, but then suddenly it's very hot, and then in the afternoon it's not hot again. So that is a heat wave. Yeah. All right. Now let's discuss, Rose. It's too late to change the warming climate. Do you agree or do you disagree with this one?
I I disagree with this point of view. I believe
Mm-hmm.
that we can change the warming climate by doing some good things like reduce gas emissions. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
mm, we can change the thing because like we can raise more trees, so
Mm-hmm.
they will create more oxygen in
Mm-hmm.
air, and we also limited the emissions from cars and other kind of vehicles.
Yes, okay, that's a great answer. So maybe it's not too late, but it will take some time though. Yes, all right. Thank you so much for that answer. And this time, let's move on to our true or false activity, okay?
Okay.
Yes, all right. So here, please tell me if it's true or false based on the article. It says the UN said climate. extreme temperatures are because of climate change?
Yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
true.
Yes, all right. Temperatures in parts of the USA and China were above 52 degrees Celsius.
Yes, it's
Yes,
true.
okay, that is correct. Japan has issued a heart alert to old people.
They don't talk about the old people, but
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
people. Yes.
that's right. And it's heat alert, not heart alert. All right. The UN said the heat wave in Europe could last for another month.
Yes, it's true.
Yes, it's true. All
Mm,
right. The UN said people should stop growing vegetables in greenhouses.
Not even says
Mhm.
sports.
Yes, all right. The UN said climate change is having a minor impact on health.
Mm, um, it is false.
Yes, all right. It's false because it has major impact. Fewer tourists are going to Spain because of the heat waves.
It is true.
Yes, it's true. A woman in Rome said the city was hotter than her hometown in
It's true.
Texas. Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes.
true.
All
Yes.
right, it's true.
Um,
Okay, thank you. Now let's do synonym match. Please tell me the synonyms of the words 1 to 10 from A to J. Let's start with number 1.
one mean thousand.
Yes, all right, that is very good. Nicely done. And this one?
Has mean reasons.
Yes, that's right. It is regions. Okay, number 3.
Rose mean increase.
Okay, that's good. Number 4, plenty.
Plenty means a lot of.
Yes, all right, that is correct. A lot of. And continue.
Continue. Last
Yes, all right, that is correct. And spokesperson.
representative.
Yes, or representative. And major.
Important.
Yes, all right, that is important. Unfortunately.
Important. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm. All right, extreme.
Extreme mean serious.
Yes, that is correct. It is serious. Escape.
Get away from.
Yes, okay, that's get away from. Okay,
Okay.
unfortunately would be
Simply.
sadly. Yes, all right, that was good. And you got everything correctly again tonight. Wow, that's awesome. Yes, all right, thank you for doing your best. And now let's read the words and their synonyms. Please listen and repeat. Warned. Yes,
Um,
please repeat. Warned.
one.
Cautioned.
Caution.
Parts.
Pass.
Regions.
Reasons.
Rose.
Rose.
Increased.
Increase.
Plenty.
Plenty.
A lot of.
A lot of.
Continue.
Continue.
Last.
Last.
Spokesperson.
Spokesperson.
Representative.
Representative.
Major.
Major.
Important.
Important.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Sadly.
Sadly.
Extreme.
Extreme.
Serious.
Serious.
Escape.
Escape.
Get away from.
Get away from.
Yes, all right, that was great. And do you have any questions about the answer?
No, no, no. Question.
All right, now let's discuss. What do you think about the article?
Mm, I think that uh, the climate change can lead to heat waves to increase, um, and When I read on the newspaper, they say that climate change not only can can bring to the extreme temperatures like the hot weather, but
Mm-hmm.
also somewhere they will be cooler and somewhere they will be hotter
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in our global.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing about that. And what do you think of greenhouse gases?
Mm, I think greenhouse gases is bad to our lives.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the heat to grow, and it will be hotter in somewhere we have greenhouse gases.
Yes, that's right. One of the most, yeah, common greenhouse gases would be carbon dioxide, that's CO2. Yes, all right. Now, how does extreme weather affect people's health? What do you think?
I think extreme weather can be bad effect to people's health. For example, some people who cannot uh, um, be able to live healthy under the heat because
Mm-hmm.
the for example we more than 40 degree is very hot
Mm-hmm.
and more than 50 degree is extremely hot and is like very much for our affect to our health.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. We can easily get dehydrated. We can get some skin diseases because of the really hot weather. And it's also really bad for our head because we usually get a lot of headaches when it's really hot. Yes, okay. Well, have you changed your plans because of hot weather? Have you tried changing your plan because it
Yeah,
was too hot?
so I'm change my plan if it is a hot weather there. When I come
Mm-hmm.
to uh, another part of Vietnam, for example,
Mm-hmm.
I go to the south of Vietnam and it's
Mm-hmm.
very hot, and I just don't want to go anywhere. Just want to sit and lay down in the hotel, and I don't want to go
Uh-huh.
out.
I see. Okay. Oh, Rose, are there any parts of Vietnam that snows?
Hmm? Excuse
Are
me.
there any parts of Vietnam that snows? Snow.
No, we don't have any snow in my country. In the winter, it's sometimes a little bit snow in Sapa, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not frequent. Just
Ah,
1 or
okay.
2 days in the winter, and we have to
Very rarely.
yes, we have to go up to high mountain to get some snow there.
I see. Okay. That's interesting. Have you ever seen snow?
Yes, I was
Ah, right.
studied
Yeah.
in Australia before.
Yes. All right. You've seen snow in a different country, but not in Vietnam.
Not in Vietnam.
I see. All right. Yeah. In the Philippines, no part of the Philippines ever gets snow because it's really hot here all the time. Yeah. All right. Well, do you prefer going to hot or cold countries?
I prefer to go to reasonable temperature countries. I don't
Okay.
go to the
So
hot,
so.
to the cold. For example, nowadays we often work on study abroad and immigration for uh, people and students to go to Canada.
Hmm.
And in Canada, there are some parts of the country they have minus 50 degrees Celsius,
Hmm.
and it is so cold to live there.
Okay. I see. All right. Yeah, I think too cold is also not good, and too hot is also not good. So I guess so, or just the right temperature is great. All right. Now, where do you go to escape the heat?
Uh, we go to the Canada to get the heat.
Uh-huh. Okay, Canada to escape the heat.
In Canada, there are a lot of, in many parts of Canada, they have the winter is very cold, and now it's autumn, and it's a little bit cold.
Okay, I think autumn is very comfortable,
Mm,
right? And it's very enjoyable. There are many things to do, and it's beautiful, I think, in Canada in autumn because like the leaves are red and orange and brown. Yeah, and I think that's really nice. Okay, do you like the weather in your country?
I don't like the weather in my country.
Uh-huh.
In the winter, it is very cold because of the humidity, of the high
Mm-hmm.
humidity, and in the summer, it's very, very, really hot.
Okay, I see. Two extremes, too
Hot,
hot and too cold.
too hot and too cold.
I see. Okay, that's quite unfortunate. All right. Well, what questions would you like to ask the UN Weather Agency? Do you have any questions for them?
I want to ask them. Uh, mm, so, do they have any way to change the situation of extreme temperatures in some part of their country?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's a very good question, and I hope they do have an answer for that. Yes. All right. Now here, Rose, let's move on to our phrase match. Please match the phrases 1 to 10 with A to J.
Yes. Scientists say climate change is making uh, heat waves longer.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, that's great. And next?
The mercury went over 50 degrees.
Yes. All right, that is correct.
Europe country and Japan have uh, issue heat alerts.
Yes, okay, that's correct. Issued heat alerts. And number four?
They advise people to stay in the shade.
Yes, all right. Stay in the shade. That is right. And number five?
Europe's heat wave would continue for another month.
Yes, all right. For another month. Great. Number six?
The need to cut greenhouse gas emissions.
Mm-hmm. Yes, okay, that was really good. And number seven?
It is having a major impact, uh, on human health.
Yes, on human health. Right. Great job. And number eight?
Step up efforts to have society adapt.
Yes, all right, that's perfect. And number nine?
People who used to holiday in Spain
Yes, holiday in Spain. And number 10?
wanted to escape the heat.
Yes, wanted to escape the heat. Okay, wow, that was also a very nice job. No mistakes and no skips. Amazing. Yes, all right. Now let's read the phrases together. Please listen and repeat. Rose, scientists say climate change is making heat waves longer.
Scientists say climate change is making heat waves longer.
hmm The mercury went over 50 degrees Celsius.
The mercury went over 50 degrees Celsius.
hmm European countries and Japan have issued heat alerts.
European countries and Japan have issued heat alerts.
Yes, they advise people to stay in the shade.
They advise people to stay in the shade.
Europe's heat wave could continue for another month.
They advise people to stay in uh, is it,
Europe?
Europe. Heat wave could continue for another month.
Yes, that's right. The need to cut greenhouse gas emissions.
The need to cut greenhouse gas emissions
hmm It is having a major impact on human health.
is having a major impact on human health.
Yes, step up efforts to help society adapt.
Step up efforts to help society adapt.
Yes, all right. People who used to holiday in Spain.
People who used to holiday in Spain
Yes, wanted to escape the heat.
wanted to escape the heat.
Yes, all right. That was very nice. And do you have any questions about the answers?
No, I don't
No.
know.
All right then. So here, let's figure out the words from the jumbled letters. Let's start with number one.
I didn't see it. The United Nations Weather Agency,
Yes, agency. Very good. Number two.
hotter and more frequent.
Yes, that's perfect. And this one?
Uh, record hot weather. I forgot this one.
It starts with E.
No, I don't have any idea.
Uh-huh.
Experience.
Experiencing.
Experiencing.
Yes. Experience is correct. It just needed ing. Yeah, experiencing. All right, number four.
The temperature rose.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right,
Stay
this
in
one.
the shade.
Shade. Yes, all right.
Continued for another month.
Okay, good. Number seven.
Greenhouse gas emissions.
Yes, emissions. Good. And number eight.
A major impact.
Yes. Okay, number nine.
Uh, what? I forgot it one.
Uh-huh. Okay, this one starts with S and ends with S.
What? Supply.
Yes. Okay, that is correct. And number 10.
Uh, to have. Um, to have. I forgot this one.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, it starts with S and ends with Y.
Uh, no, the society.
Yes, all right, that is correct. It is society. And number 11.
uh, choosing to go to a cooler country. Instead, instead,
Mm-hmm. Yes, okay, that is correct. And this one?
the Italian capital.
Yes, that's right. It is capital. Okay, very good job. And yeah, that was pretty good as well. Nicely done. All right. Do you have any questions here, Rose?
Yeah.
No. Yes, all right. So here, let's discuss. What do you think of hot weather?
Uh, I think the hot weather, if it is come with the acceptable degree Celsius, and it's okay because there are a lot of trees and vegetable raising on the summer. on the hot
Mhm.
weather. But when it comes to extremely hot weather, and it will bad effect to our lives.
Mm-hmm. Yes, okay. Yeah, that is actually true. It can actually have a lot of negative effects in our life if it's really hot every day. All right. Oh, by the way, what is like the usual temperature in Vietnam or in your city every day?
It comes from maybe 38 to 40 degrees in some hot days, and
Uh-huh.
it is about 35 to 38 degree on normal days.
Okay. I see. All right. Yeah, basically the same here in the Philippines. Today was about 36. Yeah, like that. And it's not summer, it's almost December, and December is like typhoon season in the Philippines. So yeah, it's not very hot. But in summer, it can be 40 and about 38 every day. So yeah, it's terrible. All right. Now, what's the hottest temperature you can be in?
Uh, the hottest temperature I can be in is around 45 degree Celsius. But in my country, if it temperature comes to 45 degree Celsius, it seems like 60 degree.
Because of the humidity, right? It
Yeah.
makes it seem hotter than it already is. Okay. And what do you think of the heat waves?
I think heat waves in my country can bring some bad effects to our health. For example, in some days it is like normal days, then it feels like normal. But when the heat wave comes, the temperature suddenly go up to
Mm-hmm.
more than 40 degrees, and it is very hot and very like difficult to 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 be in.
Yes, okay. It's difficult to experience it or to deal with it, basically. Yes, all right. Now, what should people do in very hot weather?
Mm, in very hot weather, some people choose to go to uh, some another uh, cities where have
Mm-hmm.
the beaches, but they still be hot there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But
Because even
a
the
lot of
beaches
people
are hot.
go to the beach, and
Mm.
they even the sea people cannot see the sea.
Yeah, because it's really hot. Because there are too many people.
Too many people go out and come to the beach, and you
Okay.
just see the people only.
Okay, no more water, just people or like people on the beach.
Yes,
I think it's really hot and people can get sunburn. Do people get sunburn
yeah,
there?
yes. You
Oh.
also have sunburn there. I
Mm,
hear.
oh, yeah, it's really terrible to get a sunburn. It's painful and itchy at the same time. Yes, all right. Why are countries experiencing hotter weather?
Mm, I believe that nowadays more and more countries are experiencing hotter weather because of the climate change, the increase of the greenhouse gas emissions that will lead to the climate change and the hot weather,
Mm-hmm.
extremely temperature in the summer as well.
Yes, okay, I understand that as well. Yeah, especially in a lot of countries where they have more buildings and lesser trees. Yeah, they
Yes.
can easily experience like really hot temperatures. And what's the hottest weather that you've experienced that you can remember?
Yes, I remember last time when I go to the Mũi Né city is on the south of uh, yes, it's on the south of Vietnam, and it's very very hot, like a desert, and it burned my skin.
Oh, you got sunburned
Yes,
there.
got sunburn. Then it's too hot.
It was too hot. What were
We
you
have
doing in the
we
city?
could, um, go by some cars, but not have a set here.
Mhm.
Yes, it is like an open car,
Yes, okay, an open
and,
car.
and we go on the sand, and there are no sets to to be in.
Park or yeah, to hide. Okay, there's no shade. Yeah, that's terrible.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And I guess having a sunburn is a very terrible experience because it's painful and it's itchy at the same time. All right. Well, is boiling hot or freezing cold weather best?
I think uh, both of them are not the best. I think
Yeah.
I come to the middle, in between.
Uh-huh, in
So,
between.
yes,
Yeah, all right. But I guess if you had to choose from the two, boiling hot or freezing cold, which one would you choose?
I will do freezing cold weather, and
Mm-hmm. Why so?
uh, boiling hot is very difficult to me. I'm better in cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
I like the winter more than the summer.
Ah, okay. I see. That's amazing. I think because if it's hot weather or boiling hot weather, when we're inside the home, it's still hot. We're still
Yes.
uncomfortable. If we go out, it's very hot, so we're still uncomfortable. But in cold weather, if we're out, it's cold, but if we stay inside, it's okay. So yeah, there's an option
Right.
in cold weather. Yes, all right. Now, what would you do if it was over 50 degrees outside? What would you do?
So I think I would do something at home and avoid to go outside.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Yeah, just stay at home and avoid going outside. Are you going to eat some, cold treats like ice cream or milk tea, something like that?
Yes, if I have to go out.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Well, thank you so much for telling me about that. So now here, let's have role plays. So let's talk about the best way to ease climate change. Do you think turning off lights is the best way to ease climate change?
Mm, I think turning off the lights it also can be the best way to ease climate change.
Mm-hmm.
For example, we will reduce the energy
Mm-hmm.
using electricity. We will save electricity, and we will reduce the way to make the electricity, so we
Mm-hmm.
don't burn much energy. So we will save. We can ease climate change by turning
Mm.
off the line.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a great answer. And here, cycling everywhere is the best way to ease climate change. What do you think about that?
Uh, I think it's also true
Mm-hmm.
uh, because uh, to go by cycling, we can reduce the number of car emissions,
Mm-hmm.
uh, carbon dioxide from cars, from motorbike, and it can be the good way to ease climate change by reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
Mm-hmm. Yes, okay. I agree with that. But how about you? Would you like to cycle everywhere?
Actually, in my country, it's very difficult to go by cycling, go
Mm.
by bicycle, because it's too much people on the streets, and
Mm-hmm.
there are the uh, the traffic jams everywhere. So if we go by cycling, it will take nearly 2 hours from my home to the office.
Oh, okay. I see. That's terrible, I think. But I guess that problem only exists in big cities, right? So in maybe countryside areas, it's okay to bicycle everywhere. Yeah. All right. Now here's another one. Eating more vegetables is the best way to ease climate change. What do you think?
I'm not sure eating more vegetable is the best way to ease climate change. I don't have any idea with it.
Well, if we eat more vegetables, that means we plant more vegetables. So more plants.
Mm,
Yeah. All
so,
right. So I guess that would also help a little bit. Yes. All right. Now, planting trees is the best way to ease climate change. What do you think?
yes, I believe that planting trees is the best way to ease climate change by um, by reduce the number of carbon dioxide and
Mm-hmm.
produce the oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, there will be uh, reduce the carbon emissions and the greenhouse gas emissions will be reduced by planting trees.
Yes, that's right. Oh, in your city, Rose, do you see any trees?
We also have trees, but not much
Mm.
because there are a lot of buildings, streets, and people. We just don't see trees that much.
Uh-huh. I see. Okay. Well, thank you so much for telling me about it. And here we have climate change. Could you please tell me the best way to reduce climate change? Which one do you think should be number one?
Number one should be plant trees,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Number two.
uh, cycle everywhere,
Okay.
uh, turn off the lights,
Mm-hmm.
use buses and trains,
Okay.
eat more vegetable,
Mm-hmm.
uh, drink tap water,
Yes. All right.
buy used clothes,
Mm-hmm.
do not fly.
Yes. All right. I guess it's terrible not to fly because we would not be able to go abroad. And drinking tap water. Oh, in Vietnam, can you drink tap water?
No, it's
No, it's
not
not
safe to
safe.
do.
Yeah,
Uh,
also in the Philippines. Yeah, it makes your stomach painful. Yeah, and yeah, you can get sick by drinking tap water. Well, anyway, thank you so much for your answers, and that's it for our lesson. Thank you for completing it on time. See you again next time. Bye bye. Thank you. Good night.